it's time to show you how to do paper weaving. So take 2 pieces of paper. I have 2 pieces of scrapbook paper. If you don't have scrapbook paper, you can use just about anything from newspaper to wrapping paper or just notebook paper that you've colored. If that is what you're going to do, try and find or make 2 different colors so that they really stand out. And now what you're going to do is you're going to take one of these papers and you're going to fold it up, kind of like a hamburger fold, and the other one you're going to take and you're going to fold it to the side like a hot dog fold. And you want to make sure that you folded these as neatly as you can so that the corners do match up. If you need help from your parents, make sure you ask them to give you some help because this part is really important. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to create lines. So I'm going to start on the one that I folded up, the one that I folded like a hamburger fold. And I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to push my ruler all the way up until I am even with the edge of the paper. So you can see that the edge of my ruler is matched up to the edge of my paper. I'm going to hold my ruler down and I'm going to draw a line across the top. Okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make lines in the opposite direction, but I'm not going to pass my horizontal line. So I'm going to make vertical lines now. So I'm going to take my ruler again. I'm going to go all the way to the edge of the paper, right here. Make sure it's even. Even Steven is what I like to call it. And now from this line, I'm going to go straight down. Okay? And I'm going to do that all the way across my paper. So again, I take my ruler, I bring it all the way to the edge, to this line. Make sure it's even, Steven. I'm going to put my pen in this case. Hopefully you're using a pencil, nice and light until you get it right. And I'm going to make my mark from my horizontal line straight down to create a vertical line. And I'm going to keep doing that all the way across. Okay, so I've already done it to the back of my paper. You only have to do it to one side. I've already done it to the back of my paper, so when you're finished, this is what it should look like. So once you finish these lines, now you're going to do your lines on your hot dog folded paper. So this one's a little different. So this one, you're going to make horizontal lines all the way down. So I'm going to go all the way to the top, and I'll hold my ruler in place, and I'm going to make one line, and I'm going to keep doing this all the way down my paper, making sure that each one is as even as possible. If you need your mom or your dad to help you hold the ruler in place, ask them for some help. You need this to go all the way down. Okay, you only need to do it to one side, but I'll show you what it looks like on the other side. It should look just like this. So you have 2 papers. Okay, your hamburger fold has one horizontal line and the rest vertical lines. Your hot dog fold has horizontal lines going all the way down. Now what you're going to do is you're going to start cutting. So let's start with the hamburger side. Okay, so this is really important. You need to make sure you leave your paper folded and you are going to cut right on those lines very carefully, and you are going to stop right there at that horizontal line. It's like you're getting ready to cross the street. You need to stop. So you're walking down the sidewalk, and you need to stop at the edge of the sidewalk before you cross the street. So you're going to do that all the way down. Nice and careful. Try and make sure you have nice, clean cuts. Okay, so that's that one. Now to this one, you're going to cut them straight across. So you end up with a bunch of strips. These are the strips that you are going to be doing your weaving with. So you're going to cut them until you finish all the way to the end of the paper. So now if we open this up, you're going to notice that on one paper you have long strips, and the other paper, when you open it, you're going to see is connected on the edges, but you have these strips And now what you're going to do is you're going to weave the paper through, going all the way across. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So here you need to remember, you're going to go over, under, over, under. So I'm going to go over the first one, under the second one, over, under, over, under. And when you get that across, you just take your paper and you push it all the way up. Okay, making sure that you're not going over the edge on either side. The second one and every other one after that does the opposite. So here you notice that I went over. So what I have to do now is the opposite. I need to go under. So now I go under, over, under, over. And this is going to create a checkerboard effect, and it's also going to make it so that your weaving is nice and sturdy. When you get it in, you make sure that you push it all the way up so that it starts to create the checkerboard effect. Now the next one, because I went under here, the next one goes over. Over and then under. And there you have it. This is the back and this is the front. Good job.